I would be scared for other residents and, especially kids and people underage.
2 wanted fugitives who had a neighborhood on edge are back behind bars tonight. 36-year-old Jesse Bazuski and 42-year-old Laura Lorsung fled from police in Moorhead last night, leaving behind property damage and causing minor injuries to an officer. And that's not all. The same culprits attempted to run from law enforcement again today, but this time they were caught. Joining us now live with the very latest on their capture is Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer. Melanie, what can you tell us?
Andrea, that's right. Less than 24 hours later, U S Marshals were able to track down and catch these 2 fugitives. It all started Monday evening on the 200 block of 9th Street North. Marshals were attempting to arrest another man when they noticed 2 wanted fugitives in that same home. But when the Marshals approached Bazuski and Lorsung, they hopped in a car and fled the scene. Now, I spoke with several neighbors on this block today, and after hearing about last night's incident and not knowing where the suspects were, some of them were feeling apprehensive.
That scares me, especially living, so close to them. They could have came over there and started arguments over there, and, for all we know, there could have been somebody over there helping them too.
And that wasn't all for these fugitives. They attempted to flee from law enforcement again today near Edmore, but they were captured just 4 miles east of Devil's Lake. We spoke with the Judicial Secretary Inspector with the U S Marshals, and he says what helped find the suspects today were tips from the public and other law enforcement agencies.
While that was happening, the subjects came out, ran to a vehicle, got in a separate vehicle than they were using from what they were using yesterday, and took off in that vehicle.
And after a brief pursuit, that's when officials were able to close in on the suspects. Bill Klug says additional charges are expected to be filed against Bazuski and Lorsung. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Melanie. The U.S. Marshal we spoke with tells us no one from the public was injured during both chases, although some fences were driven over. The Marshal says both Bazuski and Lorsung are now in custody and no longer a threat to the public. For more on this story, you can head to our website, valleynewslive.com.